Hello and welcome to African Farming. Now, when we talk about youth development, there is one sector that we cannot leave behind, and that is the agricultural sector. Food security and economic growth is dependent on the youth to join this agricultural sector of ours. In studio with us, we have Sandile Ndlungwane from the Maize Trust. Bab Sandile, ninjani?
Siyaphila kunjani Bathabile?
Siyaphila.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Bab Sandile, can you please tell me the role of the Maize Trust when it comes to issuing bursaries and skills development for the youth in agriculture?
Thank you very much. Very interesting question. The Maize Trust, as you would actually know that, is actually established as a trust to provide support in the grain space. But one of the important issues that we have actually looked at is that we should invest in developing young people, as it were, especially Africans. Because as you would know that for a period of time now, young Africans have actually been, if you like, in the periphery of the agricultural space. Now, we actually thought to ourselves that we should actually empower young people, and we're providing them with skills. And one of the things that we have actually done is to make sure that we identify critical areas where we can actually make sure that they actually participate. And we have partnered also with universities in order to do that.
Now let's talk about the bursary. When did it start?
The bursary actually started in 2007, so that these students can begin in 2008, the academic year, as it were.
Now let's talk about the people that have actually benefited from the bursaries. How many have you guys assisted, and how many are you currently assisting right now?
Well, since we actually started the program in 2007, we have actually assisted about 64. And we have got 6 currently that are being assisted, with 1 in 10.
Bab Sandile, let's get a little bit more personal. Do you farm?
I actually am a farmer, and historically I come from the Eastern Cape, even though I was born in Johannesburg. And I've been exposed to subsistence farming, looked after cattle and sheep and goats, plowing. But now I actually farm in Ventersdorp. It's a 1,100 hectare farm, and I farm in livestock and grains.
Now, what attracted you to agriculture? I mean, growing up, I also came from a farming background, but very, very slightly, and I found it to be a chore. So why are you interested in agriculture?
I suspect that for me, it was not a chore. It became really part of me, especially because of my love for animals. And that was really what attracted me to it. But also because I actually found opportunities in the space that young people sometimes have not really, when I was younger, I actually could not identify. And as a result, I pursued my PhD in agronomics, as it were. And I think that because of that, my education, then I thought I needed to do this thing practically.
Now, you just brought up a great point, which is opportunities within agriculture. Why, in your view, do you think it's important for young people to engage in the agricultural sector and look for careers there?
I think that is very, very critical. And I can tell you that the young people today, especially the so-called millennials, they actually see this, as you have just correctly said, that you see it as a chore. Now, in the 80s, as I was growing up, probably 70s, 80s, there was a system called the Bantustans. The Bantustan system, it was under Matanzima in my area. They used to provide mechanization, to the villagers. They used to supply inputs such as your seeds to the villagers. But they also used to create, these irrigation schemes. And you still have them also in the Eastern Cape now. And so people at the time, young people like myself, actually could identify with that, because there wasn't much other professions other than teaching, nursing, police, and so on and so forth. But today, post-1994, people think actually there can be better opportunities than agriculture, when in actual fact, because they see agriculture only from a point of view of the primary agriculture, primary development. When in actual fact, if you look at the entire value chain, there are huge opportunities, whether it's economists, whether they be scientists or research and innovation and so on and so. So, I mean, it's just lots and lots of opportunities that are there.
But Sandile, we all know that the Maize Trust doesn't just issue bursaries only. What else do you guys do?
Since its establishment, the Maize Trust, which I think it's probably 1996, it has done lots and lots of things in terms of transforming, if you like, the grain space, the grain industry. Amongst other things, it's assisting the emerging farmers, but that's predominantly your African farmers. It actually provides grant funding to these emerging farmers. And it assists with things such as your mentorship, training, soil correction, and all like that. But of course, in some instances, partner with entities such as the Department of Agriculture and some of the agribusinesses to ensure that these emerging farmers have access, for instance, to markets and finance as well. So it has really done a lot of work. And also, of course, as you can see that the grain building itself, which actually houses a number of, the entities in the grain space, it's actually owned by the Maize Trust. So it has actually created a hub where most of these entities actually, are actually housed.
But Sandile, thank you so much for coming. And thanks to the Maize Trust for the wonderful opportunities that they give people to enter the agricultural sector.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
And thank you, the viewers, for watching African Farming. Please catch us again next time. And remember, we farm better together.
Get the necessary cover for you and your family in the event of unforeseen misfortune. The African Farming Protector Plan offers you comprehensive funeral cover for your entire family plus extended family at an affordable cost. Our product also offers benefits such as monthly discounts on groceries, discounted bus tickets, ambulance services, and trauma and assault assistance, to name a few. For more information on the African Farming Comprehensive Funeral Plan, SMS African Farming to 45269 and get the peace of mind you deserve.